y'all, welcome back to L&L Honeycomb Homestead. Today I am going to show you how to make bread from the Kitchenarm bread maker. So the first thing we're going to do, which I've already done, is take a damp cloth, washed it pretty good. Don't need to be soppy wet, don't need to be none of that. Just wipe it down really good and everything. After you get all that done, then you put it in the bake cycle, which is 10 minutes, okay? After 10 minutes, you open up the lid and let it air out. Let it go through its 30 minutes of cooling down. And then after the cool minutes, then you have 2 hours to wait before you have to get started with your baking process. And that's when you first get your bread maker. You have to follow these procedures because this is what's sterilizing your whole entire bread maker, so that way you will have more time, more fun to bake over and over and over again, where you don't have to do this procedure again. So now that all of that is done, it's time to assemble it. If you remember the video I showed you the other day, you will know what I'm getting ready to do. So the first thing first, we're going to put in the paddle. Now, I told you I was going to let you know if this was a 2-thing paddle, but it's really a 1 paddle, and they give you a free extra one just in case one of these paddles break or something like that. And the other thing I wanted to tell you, when you place your order, you can get a warranty on it, and then it also has a warranty already in there for the first 30 days that are free for you to be able to call if anything was to happen within those 30 days to get a replacement on stuff or whatever else like that, and that's free. So I got the warranty plus, and within 30 days of the day of purchase, that's what I have to replace anything that might have happened to this bread maker. So let's get started. So I'm going to put this paddle inside the bread maker, which is right here. And I gotta have it aligned up. So we get ready to do that. Make sure I get it. Come on. And it's so difficult the first time because you got to make sure that when you put this in here, it's shaped the way it needs to be shaped to go off in there. It's like a little puzzle. And it's not really difficult. I'm making it harder on myself. Maybe because I'm overexcited because I'm showing y'all. But we're going to get to it. Okay, it's in there. Okay, now before you put it into your bread machine, you need to leave it out so that way you can go ahead and put your ingredients in. Okay, and I'll show you that step here next. Now that it is put together and everything is sanitized and everything is done, this is what the ingredients are that it's calling for. Okay, in this container, you are going to put, for a 1.5 pound of bread that I'm getting ready to make, you're going to have 1 1/8 cups of water. Okay, and make sure it's room temperature. That's 1 cup. And 1/8 cup. Okay. Now, from that, you're going to have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay. Got my olive oil. And I said it was going to be 2 tablespoons. Here's the tablespoon. We're going to put 2 tablespoons. That's 1. And that's 2. Okay. The next thing we're going to need is 1.5 tablespoons of granular sugar or honey, 1 teaspoon of salt, and we need 3 1/4 cups of flour or bread flour, and the last, your instant dry yeast. I got all of it but the yeast in here, okay? And this is why I'm going to tell you. Let's get this in here. And this is the other reason why they want you to make sure that this container is not in the bread box, so that way you won't spill any of the ingredients inside of your machine. That won't cause any burning or anything like that. You don't want that, okay? And you want to make sure all the ingredients that you had put in here, it is leveled like it's supposed to. Okay? Now, they don't want you touching the yeast with the water. Okay? So what they want you to do is, after you get all that in there, to go ahead and set it inside your container, your bread maker. Pull on it, make sure it's snug. And they want you to just take a little spoon or something and make you a little hole in the center of the dry ingredients. And there you will add in your active yeast. And it's calling for 1 1/4 teaspoon of active yeast. Okay? So I'm getting the 1. And you make sure it's going inside the little burrow. And I'll show you when I get done putting this yeast in here, so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, I'm going to turn the camera around so that way you can see exactly what it looks like inside, and then we'll go with the next step, okay? As you can see, all the ingredients are in here. Now, you see where the active yeast is? You need to make you a little hole just so you can put your yeast in there. They don't want you to put that yeast inside the water yet. They want it to be part of the dry ingredients, okay? And that's how it should look. I'll show you the next step. After you have everything in there, you're going to close the top. I'm doing just basic white. I'm going to do 1/2 pound, as you can see, okay? And I want my crust to be medium. And I want it the remaining, so that it's going to take 3 hours and 12 minutes, okay? And that's usually the first thing you see when you plug in your machine. And now, all that's already done. All I have to do is push start. And there it goes. 3 hours and 12 minutes. And you can lift this up as well to look at it. And you can still look at it through the window. Okay, y'all. So, when it's about done, I'll show you what it's looking like, okay? When it's going through its little phase. And it's just that simple. Just put your ingredients in there. If you already know how to make bread, you can just put the ingredients in there. Just make sure that you got it leveled. And make sure that you're not over measuring, okay, when you do it. You do not have to use this recipe, but I thought I wanted to try the first recipe as far as the bread and see how it looks. So, I'll be back. Now that we're 3 hours and 7 minutes in, I just had a look, y'all, and I want y'all to see too. I think it's really cool. So glad I don't have to put my hands in it no more. Not to say it won't happen again, but see how much time that you don't have to worry about and messing up dishes? I only messed up one bowl, and that was to keep from wasting flour as far as my measurements. And that's it. And it's going through the kneading cycle. The first knead. Okay? I'll be back. We now have 2 hours and 56 minutes in. As you see, what's blinking is rest 2. This is the resting time to add whatever you want to have in there, and the dough will be getting ready to do its rise as well. Okay? And we'll be back. Okay, y'all. We're 2 hours and 45 minutes in. I'm going to figure a way where I can keep the steam from blocking this view. Because I'm missing the view, and I know y'all want to see the view. But, yeah. We're 2 hours and 44 minutes in, and I'll be back. Okay, y'all. It's now 2 hours and 24 minutes in, and it's going through the 4th kneading process. Okay? And I will explain each one of those kneading cycles to you on the next spot. Okay? Stay tuned. Y'all, so as it's going through its kneading process, I told you and I showed you 1, 2, and 3 kneading. This is the 4th kneading. When you're making dough, bread, okay, you're going to go through the resting period where you put the towel over it. It's going to go rising. You're going to take it out and you're going to knead it and knead it and knead it till you get it to all the bubbles are out of it, okay? You're going to knead that bad boy. That's when you're doing it manually. Well, that's what the machine is doing as well. Is kneading it, making sure all the air bubbles are out of it. It's going into that nice round bowl. As I say bowl, I meant ball. And as it's doing that, the dough be rising when it's resting. It goes through a resting process, and then it'll start back up, and they'll start kneading it. That's just to get the air bubbles out. This is before it starts to go through the baking process as well. You see how it's cleaning that whole entire container right there? And it's a perfect ball. And you can continue on looking at it and just watch it. It's so exciting. Never been excited in my life when I seen this. Okay. We got 2 hours and 21 minutes in, and I'll be back. Hey y'all, so we're 1 hour and 56 minutes left in the race. So you see the first rise. The dough is rising inside. Yes, it is. Well, maybe we can get a little peek since it's not so foggy anymore. Let's see. I don't know if y'all can see. I don't know. Maybe not. But guess what? We're going to get on the roll of this thing. And we will be able to see when I get this thing covered and fixed up there on top. But yes, it's going through its first rise. Okay? The bread is rising. And after this, it's going to get ready to start baking that bread, y'all. So we got 1 hour and 55 minutes to go. I'm going to keep y'all posted, and we're going to get through this because I'm so ready to see what this is going to turn out. Stay tuned. People is going through its second rise. As you can see, we're 1 hour and 40 minutes in, and we get a good snippet. Look at there, y'all. So, in case y'all are trying to figure out how I got this fog off, I asked L, and he says, just get you a little napkin and put some alcohol on it, and just rub the top of it, and then watch it evaporate. And that's what it's doing. So now we're getting a chance to see what it looks like on the second rise. Okay? So now, as you see, it's got this going on right here. This right here is giving you that time to go ahead and put in your added ingredients. If you have any, this is the time to do it. If not, it will proceed. It's cool, ain't it? If you want raisins in it or whatever, just add that in there. That's what that is. Okay? Stay tuned. So I may add, as you start from the very beginning, you will also see that sign where it tells you to add. You add your ingredients then too. If you don't make it in time just to add these last remaining minutes that are left in baking your dough, you can add them then before the second rise steady start coming in. So since I showed you that it was time to add, it's giving you that enough time to go ahead and had added that stuff. So now that it's going through that second rise, right, you don't need to open it. Okay? You want it to go ahead and go through a little rise. I'm not adding anything to it. I was just hoping that y'all can see this. So excited. Don't worry, it's a blur for me too. So, stay tuned. Y'all, so we're 1 hour and 9 minutes in, still in that second rise. The dough is right here at the window. I think it is pretty much still kind of got a fog to it. But yeah, it's gonna rise. So I'm sorry you can't see it, but as we keep working with this, I believe it's gonna do even better where we can see it, and I'll be able to show you as I make more bread in the future. So yeah, 1 hour and 9 minutes in. I started at 6 o'clock, and yeah, it's almost ready. Stay tuned. Okay, y'all, we don't have long now to go. Ooh-wee. When I come back, I will be showing you what's next. Y'all, I just couldn't resist. It's baking, and we're 36 minutes in. Left to go. And I'm so super excited. And actually, we're able to see it. The fog is gone, y'all, at the very end. Maybe because it was the steam, but hopefully, you know, everything turns out and pans out good now that I have put that on there. Maybe we won't do it the next time, so we can watch the whole process as it's going through the steps. So now you can see that the bread had raised all the way to the top, and it is baking. And we got 36 minutes, 35 now, yay! And I'll be back. Okay, y'all, we got less than a minute to go, and I'm gonna have to take it on out, set it out, keep it in the thing, the bread maker, where the bread has been cooked in, and leave it in there for 2 minutes. And then after it cools, then you take it out and put it on your cooling rack and let it continue cooling. So I'm so excited, and yes, here we go. You hear it, y'all? I'm so excited. Let's go. So you make sure y'all have a mitten. It smells really good in the house. So you're going to take it out by turning it counterclockwise. And you're going to bring it over just like this. We're going to leave it just like this. I'm going to put my other glove on. So you can get a good look at it. Look at there, y'all. That is so pretty. Okay? So you're going to have to let it cool for 2 minutes. Exactly. And we'll be back because I'm going to have it laid out. And that way we can see the whole thing together. And if that paddle is stuck on the bottom, then we're going to take that tool and pull it on out. And then let it just do its thing. And I'm going to show you after what's next, okay? All right. Y'all, it's been 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So let's see what's going to turn out. Uh-oh. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yay. And the paddle's in there. And I gotta let it cool a little bit before I can take the paddle out. But look, y'all. Look at this bread. Bring it up close. Look at this bread. Look. Y'all better get with the program. Y'all know how much it is for bread. I'm going to let it cool. And we're going to cut a slice. Okay? Gotta let it cool down before I do anything. So we're gonna let it cool. Let it finish cooling. I'm excited. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Now that the bread has cooled, I have taken my tool and pulled out the paddle. And this is what it would look like. A little bitty tiny hole. And so I got my threaded knife. And we're getting ready to cut our first slice. Are y'all ready? I know I am. Let's do this. I don't want to mess it up. I'm going to call Ellen here and cut this because I'm not good at cutting anything. It's so pretty, I'll have it all messed up. So we're going to get him to do it, okay? Okay, y'all, here it goes. Oh, I'm so excited. Do y'all see that? Doesn't that look good? Oh, my goodness.
Stick your finger in.
I'm going to stick it in there, too. I'm going to stick it in there. And let me show y'all up close. Look at this bread. Ooh. Like, oh, my goodness. Just like... with marshmallows. Oh my goodness. Okay, So
put some butter on it.
Put some butter on it. Okay, we're getting ready to get the butter. Hold on, let me get the butter. Y'all, get this butter and put it on here. Oh, and it's going on here so pretty. I'm going to show y'all. And I'm going to cut it in half so Elle can have a piece as well.
All of me loves all of you.
Yes. Sing it, baby. Okay, we're going to pull this camera up so that way we can get our first bite. Okay, here I go. It is so soft, y'all. You see that it passed the test for Elle. It passed the test for me. That's what I'm talking about.
Make you want to slap your mouth.
Oh, yeah. If y'all like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Tell me what y'all think. Look, it's worth every penny. And if you want to be self-sufficient, look, don't go to this grocery store no more. Get you some bread. Make you some bread. It's healthier. You can do it any way you want to. And if anybody, tell them about this. Have them to watch this video. Yes, if your birthday, and guess what? Mother's Day is coming up around the corner. Around the corner. All this came from Elle for an early Mother's Day gift. And I'm so grateful and I'm thankful for everything that he has done for me. And until then, y'all come back to L&L Honeycomb Homestead and have a beautiful, beautiful day. See you tomorrow. Bye.